Game 2, guys. It's a hideout between Russia F and German potatoes. Let's fix the scoreboard to reflect that while they are getting their Dark Age rolling. Best of 2. It's already 1-0 for Russia F. So let's see what this hideout game will bring us. Again, I'm not sure whose home map we're talking about here, so let's just dive into a little talk about the Sibs and choices here. Laddercheck in the pocket this time, as the Khmer. And yeah, so we could expect to see some Castle Age Knights maybe into Battle Elephants and Elite Battle Elephants later on. Khmer with an amazing boom as well, so if his flanks can do their work and keep the opponents busy, then then he'll be looking at a very solid economy moving forward. So, likely to play the cavalry role for situational uses. Khmer have great heavy scorpions as well in the Imperial Age with a unique tech allowing them to fire double projectiles. So that could be of situational use against large masses of basically any unit that the opponents can bring to the field. But you'll be needing a choke point like this or this for heavy scorpions to truly be effective. That's where they shine. Right hand side we have Mr. Moan again here on the flank with the Spanish. We might be seeing some conquistadors this game. We most definitely won't be seeing archers from Mr. Moan for this game, because Spanish archers, they stop at archers, never become crossbows or arbalest. So the go-to play on a semi-close map like this would usually be to focus on a fast castle build, get some stone mined, and bring up some castles to use the mobility and range of the conquistadors, which is a very solid early Castle Age unit for the Spanish. It's usually not really viable past Castle Age, and you'd see the Spanish player going into Hussar raids or simply tech into Paladin in team games. So we'll see how this progresses if this game goes for long enough to justify a tech switch from Mr. Moan here. Now the other flank for Russia F, we have a good game with the Mongols. And that should be, it could be Mangodai maybe. Castle, unique unit play for Mongols as well. Fast Castle is usually rather smooth on hideout as well. You could always go for feudal age aggression with the right kind of civilization. But generally speaking, you'd see a lot of players trying for the fast castle approach, even on hideout. I've seen man-at-arms and towers at play on hideout, so that's absolutely an option. But at least in a pocket position, you'd always want to go for the fast castle age anyway, because there's so much. It's so limited how much you can accomplish with scouts on closed maps like this with palisades. Maybe with the Saracen's ally you could break through and coordinate with pocket scouts, but then if the other pocket is going full boom and fast castle full boom, then you'd be at a disadvantage still economy-wise. So you generally don't see scouts in play on hideouts. Let's have a look at German potatoes though. We have in a pocket position, we have Slavs for Dom AOE. And also a solid pocket sim, cheaper siege, some options there. If it goes to the late game, Slavs with the Drushina unique technology have arguably some of the best infantry in the game as well, with your infantry dealing area damage with that technology. So Slavs champions with Drushina can be crazy against many combinations of units, or Halberdiers for that matter. Also, their farmers work faster, so they have a very smooth boom come the Castle Age. Pushing in some deer here from outside here as well, so wants to really boost that early food eco to get a smooth Castle Age. Phoenix with the Mayans for this one will probably be playing the Archer's role, but could also go into Eagle Warriors in the late game for raiding purposes and situational uses against enemy archers. We won't really be seeing much archers play from Russia F though, so maybe not a game we'll be seeing a lot of Eagle Warriors either, unless it's needed for the sheer raiding potential. Mayans have cheaper archers, 10% cheaper in Feudal, 20 in the Castle Age, and 30 in the Imperial Age, so they have an easier time massing archers without it having too much of an impact on their economy. And finally, on the other side flank for German potatoes, this time we have Saracens for German potatoes with B-Boy here. So just to me, wants to try and obstruct whatever the Spanish player has in mind here with 2 on stone. Could be men-at-arms towers as well for Mr. One here as well, but looking at the general production is already at 23 population, so I'm assuming the fast castle here that. So if Mr. One is going fast castle here, B-Boy has the chance of a lifetime to punish that with feudal age archers and aggression with Saracens actually. So we'll see how it turns out. We have the feudal age just kicking in for Mr. B-Boy here, and also same on the other side for the Mayans player. No military production building yet for Phoenix though, so I'm not sure what the idea is here. There comes the barracks though, and it's going to be a 23 pop. Is it straight archers for Phoenix as well then? Could be 23 pop straight archers here. Double ranges for B-Boy here, going to go for extended feudal age here, which is arguably could be dangerous. But because you need some masses simply to break through the palisade walls as Saracens. Feudal age just about to kick in for Mr. Mondo, so their fast castle age is on route here. They are mining stone as well, so if they are able to get to that castle age kick, there's not much B-Boy can do with the Saracens aggression, unfortunately. We'll see what happens though. We'd probably see... Oh! Nice reaction from Mr. Wone here, almost an overreaction I would say, to place the tower before they even as much as had an archer hit their walls. But they did not place any house palisades behind here, so I guess this is just preemptive measures to buy time for that fast castle age to be able to kick in some stone walls as well. They have been mining stone already. This should be enough to keep feudal age archers out, actually, even being Saracens archers to break walls. Because with the walling in progress here now, stone walls, that's going to take a long time for feudal age archers to break through. Meanwhile, we see Oladishek in the pocket here with 23 population, straight fast castle with Mur. He is with Eco set up towards a boom here, should be able to afford at least 1 TC straight away, almost 2 of them. Something I suspect is his play as well, but let's see. TC on the gold. Probably going to drop another one as soon as the wood count allows as well. Hello, Shakuni! So the Saracen archers have broken through on this side, but how far will they get? It's not completely walled here. Still there are feudal age archers and Mr. Moan... let's see their economy set up here. They clicked castle age actually. There we go. Castle age on the way for Mr. Moan, so B-Boy's archers forward here will do very little difference. Red 1100. Is red 1100 rated? I got curious here. Oh, there's no... Ah. Okay, I gotcha. Well, I mean, the defense is on point here. Some stone walls and keeping the aggression out. Able to pull off the castle age. I'd say Mr. Wone is doing decent, more than decent here. Committing heavily to stone though really needs that castle up, and the defensive tower certainly takes its... 2 defensive towers, in fact, Keeps the enemy archers out, but also delays the upcoming castle, of course. Let's see the south side here. Phoenix on the move here with some feudal age Mayans archers as well. 13 archers total, will not break through the walls as easily as the Saracens though, and a good game already being in the castle age puts up the castle in a very nice strategic spot here, eliminating any early archers move from this side. Even has the stone and wood for another TC over here, so looks good for good game so far, although it's not good game yet. The first thing that comes to mind from B with a forward like this for on the flank not quite succeeding is that you could move on towards the pocket, but Dom here providing the slabs knights with some upgrades here. Mr. Wong trying for a castle, but Bales on that one will place it a lot closer to their home TC and out of feudal age archers range. Stonewall even here coming up to make sure that no melee units can easily pass through here. These are Spanish builders as well, they do build faster, so even committing all this villager working time to dropping the castle, it's going to pay off in the long run, securing basically all of Mr. Wong's inside base eco here. An even more cramped hideout here for Mr. Mo, but castle is up, conquistadors are suddenly an option, and it keeps the archers forward away for sure. B-Boy still in the feudal age here, does have 16 archers, so they could break through the palisade walls of Oladchek here. But with only feudal age archers, the damage potential is still limited, as Oladchek could probably just make a few elephants to hold off the knights and archers here. Dom will be needing help of his teammates archers here. There's a long walk for the Saracens archers to go all the way to the enemy pocket as well. Trying to deny some quick walls here. Might even get villager pickoffs, but Oladchek with the early cast stage and the triple TC boom has a very solid villager lead over everyone else, you know. He's going to take some losses, but probably not enough to offset the eco lead that is actually building up here. It's still 40 villagers only for Dom and 53 for Oladchek. On the other hand though, Oladchek doesn't have too much defense here, going into the elephants as mentioned, and has to be patient not to release them too early here so as to have enough numbers to fight off. The TCs will help quite a lot as well though. Dom also only has +1 defense on the knights, so they will be less subject to... They will be more subject to town center fire. Battle elephants with defense upgrade here helps out as well. Dom and B-Boy decide to back out and not take this fight, and it's a smart call considering that Castle Age is still on the way for the Saracens player here with 22 units that could benefit from the crossbow upgrade. Meanwhile, it's mainly Boom here for good game, setting up for those late game Mangonai. Doesn't really have any army at all actually, but still a good Boom, 63 villagers taking the lead over Oladchek in terms of villager numbers here. Dom in the pocket here is about to drop the second TC just now, so he's been focusing more on high and consistent knights numbers here. Well, that's chasing, but the archers are running faster. There are some conquistadors here to get some sneaky pickoffs though, if B-Boy isn't paying attention, and they'll of course just hit and run to make sure what happens. No barracks or no stables yet for Mr. Moan, so husbandry and bloodlines won't be in for those conquistadors yet, from what I can tell. good surround here though, and the Conquistador numbers are in decent mass now to deal with those newly acquired crossbows of B-Boy. Will be losing all the crossbows here, and then Dom will struggle to fight this with the knights. I see a flare in the south as well. Some Mayans archers forward here now. Do they have that? Is there a castle for Mayans? No obsidian arrows. Just checking, just in case they did a next level move to try and sneak through the walls there of Good Game, but they're not allowed through for now. Good Game seems not to be stressed out here. Has the stone walls in place already and made their own little arena here. Military numbers are in favor of German potatoes though. 19 knights, 21 crossbows, 46 crossbows. Much larger army, much weaker economy. So Rushaev is setting up for the late game here, going to play it defensively, and then just go for the big armies, maybe even Mongols drill siege ramps in the Imperial Age here with the eco setup that Good Game is doing here. Why are they attacking that wall though? Why not attack? Why not just walk in? Elephant's joining in from Olalchik now. So he could be able to at least chase those archers out. Oh, 2 mangonels from Good Game here. Looking for that big war room and another castle on the gold here. So nice diversion there. The elephants can never win this fight, but with mangonels behind, it's looking a lot tougher for Phoenix here. Oh, that beautiful shot! I'm gonna follow this zoomed in because this is such a good fight. Yeah, lots of numbers lost there for Phoenix. The KD is less than uplifting with 10 to 28 here, and now going to the Imperial Age, albeit with only 25 crossbows to benefit from the next age here. Is this old patch? Yes, indeed it is. I have downgraded my game to cast some league games from before the patch. So no gate bugs or anything like that. I think that this is where all the action is going down right now. It's some movement to the north as well, conquistadors and elephants, but seems like the south side, it's all about the south side now. We have the Imperial Ages kicking in, kicking in for Good Game and for Phoenix here already. Yeah, just reached it, I believe. 37 crossbows now to benefit from the Arbalest upgrade. A castle is going up as well, so that's going to open for the potential of obsidian arrows should they want to. Because this is the old patch, there's still a possibility for obsidian arrows here for the Mayans Arbalest. And they will also benefit from the Saracens archers against buildings bonus. So if Phoenix goes for the obsidian arrows here, it's going to have some beastly archers given if they can get up to the real significant mass. Dom is not staying together with his teammate for now, wants to maybe look for some raiding potential somewhere, some exposed eco. This gold, for example, is very exposed for Olalchik. If you send the knights in here, you could get some good damage in. A coordinated effort in the north as well. Quite a few Saracens crossbows here though. Meanwhile, they have elite battle elephants on the way for Logic. And look at the eco tabs here for Russia F compared to German Potatoes. Massive, massive economy lead here. Rhythmic archers play here, are blessed. 49 of them now, so shows the power of mines in terms of massing archers here. We have 5 ranges at least here for Phoenix, and able to get into mass rather quickly here. But look at this push now though. We have Oladechek with the elite battle elephants going for the crossbows of the Saracens player here. The Imperial Age just around the corner for D-Boy here, but will it be soon enough though with this mass of elite battle elephants here and no allied armies to help out here? Let's see the Mayans Arbalest still. They are aiming at the TC. And HP is going down rather quickly here. That was not many volleys. That's Mayans with Saracens bonus right there. But D-Boy though did manage to get 3 imp, but at what cost? Is now at 31 villagers only, losing his whole main eco inside the base here, and nothing to stop Dom AOE, nothing to stop Oladechek and Mr. Wone from moving further on to hit Dom AOE now as well. Some siege in place here for Dom, but Imperial Age far off right now, and elite battle elephants in numbers can certainly run and challenge against Arbalest here. And if the Conquistadors join in as well, then the Conquistadors could also focus down Arbalest here, because the Arbalest would either need to try and hit and run the elephants, or focus on the Conquistadors to get those numbers down. So overall this should be a very good fight for... should be a good fight for Russia F, but actually all the elephants go down, so then they can't really engage comfortably anymore. Good mobility potential in the Conquistadors, though they can just run away. In the south, we have a good game with a semi-forward castle here. No, that's a grey castle actually, never mind. Going for the stone though, and has been holding off the forwards on this side, it seems. Elite battle elephants, good pocket play from Oladechek here to provide army to both sides here. B-Boy will have to rebuild their ranges here as well. The villager situation less than stellar here with 13 villagers, 34 army, if I'm reading this correctly from B-Boy. Overall villager numbers as well, 332 for Russia F, 190 for German Potatoes. So here we see how Russia F are kind of being rewarded for playing off meta. They're not going that standard archers and knights play. They're playing a bit of archers in the south, but they're also playing elite battle elephants and conquistadors and some siege here, so not your go-to meta. Three mangonels against 4 mangonels here, some scorpions from Oladechek as well. Did that elephant just block the mangonel shot? Pikes enter in the mix as well, but conquistadors, they are like a fantastic counter to pike, so this shouldn't be an issue at all. If anything though, I feel like Russia F are spending a lot of time on B-Boy now and not really trying to move in towards pocket. Granted, their battle elephants aren't the most and the quickest unit in the world to run and hunt here. They do have the economy advantage by far over German Potatoes here though, so it shouldn't really be an issue. Mr. Wone seems to be going into some rams here now. Capped ram, maybe going into the Spanish siege rams. So we'll be seeing maybe some siege support forward here now. Meanwhile, on the south side we have good game pushing with the Mongols Arbalest actually. And then the battle elephants from Oladechek to join in again. Defensive or side castle here from Phoenix is history, and now the tribes are going to start contesting the ranges as well. Good trapping of the Arbalest here as well. Phoenix is going to lose his last few Arbalests here, also losing production capabilities, so it's not going to be easy for Phoenix to get the Arbalest numbers back here. And what do you do even when you're pushing against or defending against elite battle elephants and trebuchets and Arbalests on your own here? That's easier said than done, to say the least. The push in the north has kind of fallen back a bit though, but not nearly enough for German potatoes to get back into it. I think still only 14 villagers for B-Boy. Keep some Arbalests here, 27 Arbalests, but overall military numbers 354 to... well, that's... I mean, 156 to 69 villagers here. Onagers though, that could be rough for... with some misclick or movement here. Nice split on Mr. Mon to dodge the Onager shot. The GG is called, and it's definitely going to be Russia F's game for this one as well, taking the 2-0. Mind you that German potatoes are also newly promoted to this division, so they're putting up a very good fight here in the top division. We might be seeing them in the second division next season again, I think, because they've met some really strong resistance. But absolutely well played, nevertheless, and they will definitely deserve credit for their play against Russia F here. So only Phoenix giving up though, so I'm not sure what's going on here why German potatoes keep playing here. Also, I'm a bit fascinated that B-Boy doesn't call GG, but Phoenix does. Phoenix has more villagers than B-Boy here. But I mean, the GG has been called, so I feel like I could just go back into the game and fast forward a bit, because with one player out for German potatoes shouldn't really be any way back. So let's do like this and finish it off here with some in-game fast forward here. There we go. That was the finished replay here. Oh, different zooming feature here. Let's have a look at stats. Akkal-AOE with a whooping KD here, 165 to 75. Same could be said about good game and Mr. Mon very much on the positive side here. So good team coordination from Russia F. And the Khmer Eco, unsurprisingly, is extremely solid here for Akkal-AOE. Did get into those 3 TCs very early with that 13-19 Khmer straight fast cast there. Must have had barely any... we couldn't have a lot of idle time here. Same with good game, actually, with the 1402 cast H, pretty solid as well. That could be one thing that set German potatoes back a lot, actually, with these civilizations they are up against. They have they are made for fast casting like this, and they have such an easy time to pull it off. And then if you go for the feudal aggression, you'll just get castle dropped, and they'll keep your archers or whatever army out with these. Dom with a solid slabs boom providing the knights, but not enough to change the game here.